Of my heart, I can't no, it's ripping me.
Hola y bienvenidos a CAPÍTULOS Gameplays. Estamos aquí de nuevo en The Wolf Among Us, en el capítulo 5 del episodio 4. Y aquí estamos con Bluebird, Barba Azul y Blanca.
I don't know what you heard, but it didn't happen like that.
Are you denying the facts?
She's denying me the chance to get a word in. Now, Miss White,
Sheriff Bigby has returned.
Ah, there's the old
Nueva entrada en el libro de fábulas.
Where have you been?
I'm not
¿Dónde
finished
estabas?
here, Miss White.
You will have to wait. Just one moment, please.
Look what I found.
Seems your dog wants a biscuit.
I'm not in the mood. And you've got a lot to answer for.
Oh, really?
Buffkin, get this piece in the mirror right away.
With pleasure, Miss White.
Finally, things are swinging back in the right
Por
direction.
fin parece que vamos a tener el
Good work,
espejo
Bigby.
arreglado. Nos dice que buen
You've
trabajo.
been gone all day. What did you uncover?
Uf,
I
demasiado.
thought you were going to report back to me. I mean, it's fine.
I had to get real persuasive with the Jersey Devil down at the Lucky Pawn, but he told me that the Crooked Man's door,
Algún tipo de magia, vamos.
wherever it is he hangs his hat, it moves. It's some kind of magic door.
Do you think the mirror will be able to find the door once it's fixed?
Seguro.
That's how Crane did it. That's how we're gonna do it.
Excellent work. Really.
Sheriff, I could use your assistance. Would you join me at the mirror?
Don't go far, Sheriff. I'd like to have a few words of my own with you.
Unbelievable.
Why'd you put the hurt on Flycatcher? Were you hiding something down at the Tweedles? Or was it just for fun?
He worked for them, didn't he? I couldn't be sure that he wasn't involved, and I didn't want him interfering. I was simply endeavoring to make the search a speedy one. Surely you, of all people, can't fault me for getting overzealous in the process.
I don't buy it. I have more important things to deal with right now. You can be sure that we're gonna have a long fucking talk about this when I'm done.
Ahí, cuando terminemos.
I
Ahora
do
vamos
so
con el espejo.
enjoy our talks. I'll wait with bated breath.
I don't understand.
Traición,
This
intrigas,
piece just
todo eso y
doesn't
mucho más
want to
aquí,
join
¿eh?
the rest.
Bueno, Burkin no dice que no quiere unirse al resto.
Got me.
Not necessarily.
Well, where did you find it? What has it gone through since being separated from the rest? Shattering is a very traumatic experience, you know. So this process can be
María
a
puso
little touchy.
sus brazos en ella.
Found it in Crane's coat. Last person I saw with Crane or his coat was that psycho Bloody Mary. Maybe she had
Ah,
some...
yes, Miss White was asking about her. That explains it. You know who and the mirror have a very unhappy history with each other. How would you like it if she tried to use you as a doorway?
I think I already know the feeling.
Well, I think I know how to proceed now. It will just take a little extra coaxing, that's all. Thank you for your help. It could be a while, Sheriff. I'll find you when it's ready.
Vale.
Besides which, he might not want to come out with you watching.
Oh, he doesn't like being spied on.
If you ask me, you're everything that's wrong with Fabletown.
Is it fixed? Did you ask about the Crooked Man?
Buffkin's still working on it. He said it might be a while.
If you're so self-reliant, what do you want from the business office so bad?
What I want is my business.
I can't take those two right now. We're
Ay,
trying to catch the
discusiones de Barba
murderer,
Azul
and
entonces con el sapo.
they're over there bickering about bureaucracy. We're
Increíble, ¿eh?
at war. Don't they realize that?
Pues no, no se dan cuenta. Eso sí que lo tengo seguro.
Do you need some help over there?
Yeah, thanks. Go talk to Toad. But just so you know, we can't pay him. He really needs to go to the farm, you know. So just break the news and be done with it, okay?
No budge on that bloody glamour.
Tengo dinero, es lo bueno.
Toad, come here.
A ver si podemos usarlo para que,
I
aunque
see how it
sea
is.
un
That's
poco
tough to an
flipado,
handling, eh?
se salve.
Why am I not surprised? Well, you did cause what damage brings me in here, so maybe it's for the best. Just need a little bit of dosh to cover it. I tried talking to her about it, but it's like chatting up a brick wall, it is. Now, I'm sure you've got your own agenda, Sheriff.
I'm starting to think you don't take me seriously, Toad. How many times have I told you to get glamored up? You know that if you're out of glamour, I gotta send you to the farm.
Well, how about your friend the pig, hmm? Is he going to the farm too? Yeah? You thought we didn't know about him, huh? A worst-kept secret in Fabletown.
Colin stays out of sight, for Mondays at least. Can you say the same?
Fine, fine, I get that. But might I propose a very simple solution? If you give me one more chance and hear me out, I'll see a way for me and me boy to stay. I'm not gonna ask for any more than I need. I just want to stay. So what do you say you just give me enough to cover me glamours and we'll call the rest a wash?
Good. You have to
Please, Sheriff, don't take TJ from the only home he knows. You're so glamorous, oppressive. I've done nothing wrong but look different.
Look, you were unglamored 3
Sí, es
days
encantadora, no
ago.
puedo dejarlo pasar.
You're still unglamored now. I can't ignore that.
No,
But
of course not.
you go to the farm,
Can't
things
let it
cool
go.
down here a bit. Maybe you can come back at some point. Best I can do.
What a crock of shite. Government by the fables, for the fables, my arse.
Bluebeard, you want to talk? Now's your
Pensaba que
chance.
así era en plan de que le daba dinero, pero de esto, pero no la he liado, lo siento, culpa mía. Me hubiera gustado que se quedara, pero es que ha sido fallo. Ya os digo que lo que pensaba era en plan de como que te pago un poco y el resto te apañas tú. Pero no.
For now. Did you take care of Toad? I mean, I saw the way he left. I know it may not seem that important right now, but glamours are the law for a very good reason. You know that as well as anyone. Well, did you or didn't you? Fine, we'll deal with it later. I know I should be asking how it got like this, but I just keep wondering why it happened. To Faith and Lily. You've seen his world. Do you have any idea why he'd want them dead? I don't know if the Crooked Man killed them with his own hand or if it was one of his goons.
Pienso que es por
There's
el
one thing
control.
I figured out. It's that the Crooked Man is all about control. It's what he does with the loans at the pawn shop, the magic he peddles, chains, ribbons. Maybe Faith and Lily weren't doing what they were told. Or maybe they just tried to leave.
Sheriff, Miss White, I believe the mirror is
El
repaired.
espejo está listo, vale.
I have to say I have been better. But thanks for putting me back together.
I'm sorry, I have to know. Mirror, mirror, we're glad you weren't slain. Now please show us that sick creep Crane.
Are you really sure you want to see him?
You will get on that plane to Paris, and you will wait for the day the Crooked Man needs you. Until then, not a peep. Otherwise, I get to deal with you my way. So please, please disobey. Wait a minute. Someone's watching.
What just happened?
We pointed you in the wrong direction. Looked at Bloody Mary's reflection.
Oh, her. That explains the sting. I'd rather not have to feel the pain she brings. So, let's
Vale.
not do that again, okay?
Ok. Puede ver a través del
We'll have to
espejo,
track
o
him
hacer
down
algo.
later.
You're right. We need to focus on the immediate threat, and that's the Crooked Man. Bigby, we don't have a lot of time.
Espejito,
Mirror, mirror.
espejito, no te hagas el
No
ofendido.
time to
¿Dónde está el hombre torcido?
So, where does Crooked Man hang out? I don't recognize the door, but that's the Crooked Man symbol on it.
Hold on.
The door. It moves.
What'd I tell you?
Vale,
Wait
que
a
lo que hemos
minute.
averiguado.
I know that door.
That's Central Park. I don't know when it's gonna move again, but I'm gonna get there before it does.
Bigby, wait. When you get the Crooked Man, make sure you bring him back alive. He has to stand trial. We can't just dispense street justice. I know that emotions can run high, and you have your reasons to handle this a certain way.
I can't make that promise. This could turn sour, just depending on how the wind blows. I have to be able to handle it how I see fit.
Que a lo
If people
mejor
are
nos
going to
toca
have faith in the
tener esa
Fabletown
opción solo.
government again, We need to be fair. Show them that we're doing things the right
Vale,
way.
vale.
I have enough to worry about here while I prepare the case against him. So I'm going to trust you to handle this properly. That is, if you think you're ready.
Of course I'm ready. I got no other choice.
Y bueno, pero pronto dejó el mal camino. Trofeo desbloqueado. Y ahora sí, el puente gótico, calle Central Park 94, guías de noche. Aquí está la puerta. Hora de entrar. Vamos para adentro, chicos. A ver qué hay tras la puerta. Oh, gatito perdido. Bueno. Y nada, parece que ahora sí que sí, estamos dentro.
Tim, what the hell are you doing here?
Good evening, Sheriff. I'm here to take you to the boss. Thanks, by the way, for leaving off Tiny. I have to admit, when they asked me to watch the door, I wasn't sure what to expect when you came through that portal. I know you weren't here on a social call.
What is this place?
Madre mía.
Or where is it? I know I'm not in Central Park anymore.
I'm not sure. I've only ever come in through one of the portals. I don't think you can get in from the actual street. But you can't blame him for wanting to make it hard to find.
El pequeño Timmy.
I'm supposed to bring you
Ahora ya
right
es mayor.
on in, so if you'll come this way.
Uy.
Look, this is the one thing I have to do. Please don't make this hard on me.
Fine, lead on.
Bueno, parece que esto llega al final, madre mía, tío.
Thanks for understanding. This is all I'm here to do, and I don't want to mess it up. I know I'm probably the last person you'd expect to be a guard.
I get it, you have a job to do. But you gotta ask yourself if you want to be involved with this guy.
Whatever you may think of him, he doesn't treat me like some broken little kid. I think he gets what it's like. He gave me a job, and I'm lucky to have it. This is the only option I've got. Just keep that in mind, maybe? Because if you and the boss go up against each other, the rest of Fabletown is gonna get caught in the middle.
Don't you realize you're not just minding the door? Work for that crooked bastard, your hands get dirty too.
It's not so bad.
Not so bad. Are you fucking blind, Tim? He's a murderer.
So you're telling me you agree with everything Crane does?
No, no estoy de acuerdo. Ahí tiene razón. Ahí nos
A
ha
lot
dado
of
un
us
zas en toda la
depend on
boca.
him. Some of us never get to the front of the line at the business office, but he's there. We need you, but we need him too. What we don't need is a war. Hey, Sheriff, hold up. I gotta go in with you. Can't you just wait up, Sheriff? Thanks.
Some kind of a fucking joke to you. What did I tell you, eh? Stop
Tell me who the
laughing.
fuck is back there.
Mate, I ain't
I
scared.
don't exactly know. I
So
just mind the
I got a
door.
problem.
The boss is
You
there.
needn't worry.
I know that
He'll
much.
come around. And like Crane before him, I'm sure he will prove himself quite handy to have in my pocket. Either he's smart enough to see this is for the...
That won't be necessary. Sheriff Wolf, sir.
Madre mía, aquí está la mafia entera. El de la casa de empeños.
Thank you, Tim. I know the sheriff isn't the accommodating sort.
El hombre torcido. Qué
You did
ojo que
well.
tiene, madre mía.
You can go now.
Thank you, sir.
Bueno, pues los hermanos Talarí, Jorgito, están todos aquí,
See, everyone in Fabletown has a role to fill. You just have to pay attention to what they need to help them find it.
Why don't you have a seat, Sheriff? We have a great deal to discuss.
Vamos a hablar.
All right, you got me here. Let's talk.
No. No se habrá acabado aquí, ¿verdad? ¿En serio? ¿Pero cómo lo dejan aquí? O sea... Bueno, entiendo que sí, que es el episodio 4, pero es que madre mía. Y Bloody Mary.
In the old days, how you picked off those men one by one. Oh, how they screamed. The wolf is coming. And they would wait, hiding anywhere they could squeeze their pathetic, shivering corpses. Some would just drop to their knees where they stood, close their eyes, and wait for death. And you'd give it to them. I wish I could have seen it. Oh well.
Madre mía, pues nada. Esto es peligroso, ¿vale? Vale, no mandamos a Colin a la granja. No intentamos quitarle la cinta. Investigamos primero el buen corte. Mandamos a Sapo a la granja. Y preferimos hablar primero con el hombre torcido. Pues nada, con esto completamos el episodio 4. Han sido 3 vídeos de este episodio. La verdad que ha sido probablemente, creo de todos, el episodio más corto del juego. Pero bueno, está viniendo el desenlace, parece. Y todo pinta bastante bien. Desde aquí, desde KTS Gameplays, me gustaría preguntaros de nuevo qué os está pareciendo esta aventura de Telltale Games. La verdad que me gusta mucho. Y bueno, nada, en el próximo vídeo continuamos con más sobre este juegazo, The Wolf Among Us. Próximo gameplay, ya lo sabéis, empezamos el último de los episodios, el episodio 5, así que hay que cogerlo con ganas y espero que os esté gustando igual que a nosotros grabar esto. Y nada chicos, ya lo sabéis, dadle a like, comentad aquí abajo, suscribiros al canal si aún no estáis y sobre todo nos vemos en la próxima. Se despide José Herrero, esto es KTS Gameplays y estamos jugando a The Wolf Among Us.